Hi guys, welcome to FM Driving School. You're with me, your fully qualified driving instructor, FM. In today's video, I'm going to show you what I look out for in terms of your tires when you're taking a car to your driving test. Before we do, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click the button for all the latest videos. First of all, as a student, you should know the rules because it's one of the questions you may be asked in your test, which is how do you check the tire conditions? And you'll say there should be no cuts and bulges, and the tread depth should be 1.6 millimeters. Here we go, throughout a continuous band in the center 3/4 of the tread and around the entire circumference of the tire. So we're going to quickly go through that and just explain what that means. As a teacher, we check our tires regularly, and if you've got a test coming up or you're taking your own car, you have to make sure that they are a legal limit. And we're going to show you how to check quite easily if you're taking your own car, or even if you want to check your instructor's tires. We're going to show you what we look out for. But just to quickly explain the previous statement about the tread depth and the 3/4, so that's about 3/4 along the width around the entire circumference, and the tread depth should be 1.6 millimeters minimum. So these bars here, they're the grooves, and inside you have little small bars which will help you figure out if it's 1.6 millimeters. And I'm going to show you what we as an instructor and what exactly the examiners look out for when you turn up at your driving test. One of the ways for you to check if your tires are legal or not is if you look at these tires, these are all illegal. If you look at this where I'm pointing at, these are small little bars. They will help you figure out if your tires are roadworthy or not, and these are clearly worn out. The tread depth is going. That's how you tell this is too high. When you turn up for your driving test and you've signed all the documents and then done your eyesight check as well, the examiner will go around your car and check all 4 wheels. So what are they looking out for? First of all, they're looking for any big bulges or cuts. If it's too deep, the cut, you won't be able to do your test unless you can change the tire there and then within about 5 minutes. Number 2, if it's inflated to a sufficient level, so you can clearly tell if it's underinflated. And the main thing they will check as well is a tread depth, and the way they check is these little bars here. So when you get a new tire, if you check your family's car if they've got one or not, if you get a new tire, this little bar here, this small bar, they're quite low, very low in fact. But as you drive regularly and the tires become fairly used, the bars start becoming bigger and bigger until they become level with the front edges. Okay, so just like in my previous video, what they're looking at for the examiners are how big are these lumps. If they're a bit too high up, the examiner can terminate the test or give you the chance to there and then change the tires. So what happens if your tires are not roadworthy? The examiner will give you about 5 minutes to quickly change the tires. Now hopefully your car will have a spare tire the correct size, because some cars, they give you a space saver tire which is a bit smaller. The examiner will not allow you to use that for your driving test. So as instructors, we check our tires quite regularly, and here we are getting brand new tires. You can see fitted in nicely, and look at the grooves, no more lumps. And in fact, we got 2 new tires. Usually the front 2 tires wear out quite quickly, more than the back 2, because where the steering is positioned and because of the steering. Other reasons are, for example, underinflation, overinflation, driving with excessive load, too much pressure on the tires, or even weather condition can wear out the tires a lot more quicker. Here's a little tip. Even though I'm not a mechanic, but when you put the tires on, do the opposite or the diagonal. Here we go, this nut here, and then opposite it, and then do that nut. That way it's a bit more secure. Then you do the rest. Another way to check your tread depth is you get a 20p coin like this and you put it in the groove, and if the edge of the 20p coin is showing or just slightly in the spine, if it's showing too much like on the picture on the right here, then you know your tread depth is below the legal limit. Hopefully that was quite educational, guys. So like and share and subscribe. If you got a test coming up, check your tires, look out for those lumps, because that's what the examiners are going to do. They're going to look for the lumps. If they're a bit too high up, then you know, okay, the examiner may terminate the test. So make sure you get good tires, change it before your test starts. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.